Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the part two of the Commandment and Avery Grand Finals VOD review. This is part two, day two of how they win Grand Finals, and it was really crazy finish by Commandment. One of the best clutches I've ever seen in FNCS history. I bought these games with my boy Peanut Brain TS once again. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Also, use code Davey in the Fortnite item shop. Really appreciate it, and let's get right into it, boys.
Their second day was incredible. 8th, 11th, 3rd,
They didn't
1st,
have one
17th,
bad game
6th.
except for this one.
Not a single one.
Yeah, and this is not even that bad of a game. I mean,
Yeah.
All right, so they made it to endgame every single time.
They played fantastically day 2. They played like as well as you can possibly play day 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, we already know what they do.
They were
for
trailing by
regrets.
they were trailing by a lot going into day 2. I think they were 4th or 5th going into day 2. And they made an incredible comeback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love the South Covert loot.
Bro. Wait, we aren't going down the south. We're going out the little thingy.
Oh, did we learn timings? Oh, I think we learned timings on this.
On when they're at a certain spot
Yeah.
with AV and Golden.
Oh, we're winning this trade. This is actually so good.
Yeah, Commandment took a bit of damage, but it's worth it. They're probably just
this
gonna
is
get
really
extra
smart.
heals. Or
No,
barrels.
they can just walk in barrels. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They can
Yeah.
just walk back in and just pop barrels. Like, this is such a good trade for them.
Oh, this is day 2. Like, they did the time. They got the timings down.
Yeah.
For when they go over there.
This is drastically different from what they did day 1. Like, we're just like fully committed to this.
Okay. Oh, this is great. Oh wait, are they gonna fight?
This is what I love to see about Grains, though. It's just like seeing these adjustments where it's just like day 1 they struggled on Surge playing from their mountains. So what do? They completely change up their strat.
Yep.
Oh, and now we just find 2 extra chugs just lying around.
Yep. Pulled a really good zone. Gonna porta potty up. A little bit of a gamble.
They probably heard them glide away.
Oh, look at the little strat they do so they don't get tagged on top of the cuddlehead.
It's really easy to hear if a team leaves, so they would like basically know.
Okay. I've never seen this cone thing. It's the first time.
This is what Yamzo and Jamper do. Just they just do it out of wood most of the time.
Yeah. Because I would play like scrims, be on top of a head, and just get tagged so much, but this probably helps them from not getting tagged. But yeah, that was really good. They got some early surge off the AV's team at AV split. Got their timings down, and now they're sitting on top of Cuddlehead.
So much above now.
They
see Jamper rebooting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind, he's not rebooting. They just see him ISO'd.
Yeah.
I like coming down early, though, because they know they're going to have to move for next zone anyways.
Yeah, he's going to come back up, though. Probably hit a pad. I don't know. Oh, barrels, probably, right? Are they really going to pad this?
I might low pad it.
Okay, good kill right there. They're going last minute, getting a lot of surge, and then they're just going to pad. Dive down.
I mean, I guess while he was up there, he was scouting ahead, and he didn't really see that many teams. Like, look how free that was. Like, that's the advantage of him scouting up there. Like, he knew he could afford to stagger there.
And he got across the water, too, and is boxed on refarm. That was perfect. And he pulls a great zone.
This has been an art, like, beautiful mid-game so far.
Yeah, it's been beautiful. It's been perfect, actually. And the loot is really good. Ammo is concerning, but we're 327 above.
Great thing is Avery's not getting fried like day 1.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of damage day 1. Doing so good with Surge.
They're also deep,
yeah,
most
deep
north team.
Yeah.
So they have such an easy rotate next zone.
Their rotate will be easy no matter where it pulls. Yeah. And they can use some grapple shots too. It's gonna pop big before they rotate. Shot out, that's fine. Just pause. Wait a little bit. And then they can rotate in freely.
Yeah, they have mats to burn. It's really not the end of the world.
Yep. It's fine. They got shot out. They have plenty of heals as well. A lot of teams are focused on their own rotate. So he goes, but he got shot in the back, unfortunately, but not that big of a deal. He's gonna build up to Commandment. They're gonna anchor height on their side, which invests a lot of mats, but if they pull first moving, they can hold height and potentially win the game.
It's an interesting call considering their ammo more than anything.
Yeah.
They definitely have the mats to hold height because in this lobby right now, maybe 2-3 teams at most have more mats than them.
I think.
So they definitely have the mats to hold height, but
I don't think
the
they're gonna
ammo is
hold it
questionable.
though. There's no way they hold it with this ammo.
Chubbs and Jackson get done. Chubbs
Okay,
and Jackson win this game.
I feel like even if they pull, they're gonna just use their grapple and use it to save mats and not hold height. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they would hold it with no AR ammo like this. It's gonna be too difficult unless they get like a refresh and get ammo.
Sometimes the safest path into half is by going up.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were a little bit later than everyone. Alright, but this is going to be a little rough if Chubbs...
Love this. Love tarping ahead instead of just insta-grappling.
Oh, yeah.
Think about how
you
many
can't grapple.
teams-
You can't.
Think about how many teams just drone here and just insta-grapple and go, I got
Insta-grapple and
shut out,
die.
I got shut out, and they die.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Going there is so good. Burning the mats is
You
so
have
good.
to tarp. You have to. But
Because
now they can
it's
grapple.
a free grapple.
Yeah.
It's so free. It's so free.
Because no one has eyes on you, really. Just because you have a grapple doesn't mean you can grapple. It's really important to know that.
It's
Now,
like,
front.
you know, like back like a few seasons ago, like the games where you'd have like 4 pads, you're stacked.
Yeah.
Like they're always the games you sell because you get the like loot and you feel like you need to use it. You get like
Yeah.
5 pads, you're like, I need to use these 5
All
pads.
5
When you
pads,
don't, when you don't, it's when you have grapple, you don't have to use it.
Yeah.
Now we're staggering back a little because we know we have a tarp.
Yeah. Pre-edited from the front, but armored wallet. Getting ready for next
Oh,
pull.
space. Because we made such a big tarp, though, we still have space even when that team like starts fighting us.
Mm-hmm.
If they just made like a single box in zone, they would have been insta fuck there because they would have been in zone tanking. Instead, they still have like a box safe.
It's important to give yourself some space with the Spidey. And if you're deeper in, it's easier to Spidey than next rotate as well.
Sure.
They give them like 3 boxes to work with right here. Tries to go for a refresh, doesn't work out. But they're playing for refreshes on low layers, even with Spidey shots left, by the way, because they're both like 300 mats each. So they're putting themselves in good spots for refreshes, even though they have grapple. They're not just sitting second height, just using a grapple with no mats.
They're being really proactive with looking for the refresh too. They're not just like waiting until like they're actually on 0. They were like looking for when they sold like 400 each, which is really good.
Yeah.
It's not just waiting until last second and just going, oh, we need to hop in. It's being really proactive about it.
Yeah. Okay, well now we don't have mats because we unfortunately didn't get that refresh that they went for. Avery gets dropped down. He probably should have armored beforehand, before that happened.
I do agree.
Because he has so many. They get a really unlucky pull for this next one.
Okay.
A little bit of some just like a drown moment. I don't know.
I think what happened there is Commandment called for them to go that way because Commandment led that, and he didn't realize Avery was that low on whites.
Yeah.
Because that 100% looked like Commandment made a call. He goes, follow me. And then Avery's like, yo, I'm 1.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate they didn't get that refresh that they needed. They played their mats well, and they were looking for refreshes, but just didn't get what they needed.
Yeah, they looked for a refresh, and then they just gambled on zone with their mats.
Yeah.
If zone like pulled like for them, they were chilling there. But instead
it
of pulled
didn't.
max for them, and then they just sold in a pretty unfortunate way.
Yep. Okay. Oh, Avery dies here actually, early on.
I remember this game. Iamzo and Jamper bait them outside of South Covert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see them setting it up right now on the map. I kind of want to look at what they're doing real quick. Oh, this is some weird stuff, man.
Yeah. Jamper on his boy Avery. They played so many FNCSs together.
Yeah.
There's not much Avery can do there.
Yeah, there's not. It's just a good play by them. They hit the VODs for day 2. But they still get 11th place out of this game.
Commandment does a great job of fucking running there, by the way.
Yeah,
Does a great job of running. Now he has info, and now I can also get Sarge on them, and he knows if they're leaving, so he knows if he can go for card. That's such a
That's
good run.
perfect. Yeah, but the thing is, people don't understand. Even if you're a solo in a set lobby, you need to play as a duo. So he's still sticking to the plan. Like he's gonna go up on top of the head, get a surge, and yeah, it's really good for like info and understanding when they're leaving, so you can go reboot. But like, you need to still like play as a duo, even if you're a solo. If that makes sense, and that's what he
I get what
did.
you're saying. I think the most important thing though is that the second they leave, he can go for reboots. They're not wasting time.
Yeah, they waste no time. Yeah.
Like they lose a lot of loot and their timings are kind of fucked, but they could like their timings could be so much worse.
Yep.
Like if they just didn't do anything, if he just like ran in there and just like hid in like a corner or some shit and had to like go out like a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, their game is just fully over. Like if he just has to wait until like they're in zone, it's
Oh.
wraps.
Save the barrels in the vault, by the way. They don't farm those barrels for metal.
I like this. We're gonna hit the tree and we're just gonna wrap because we know we're so late we just can't go into congestion.
Yeah. The tree will help them get farther, and the mushrooms help them with whites. That's good. Let's see Avery's loot. Yeah. Not the greatest. Wait.
This is a good call.
Why not, right?
We have a lot of whites,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna expect this.
No, not at all. It's a free kill.
Like, look how free this kill is gonna be for him. It's Golden down to 1 HP.
Oh, he just hit Golden
Golden's
down to
basically
1. Yeah.
fucked. Golden's fucked because Golden doesn't have whites.
And one of them just got rebooted, so they don't have guns.
Davy's also like one. Yeah, it's just free. Nice little pre-piece.
Playing aggro, but we're not going to take a dumb angle. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Clean him up.
I think he thought he killed AV there at that pump shot. It looked like he shot and then was like, oh, he's dead, and then just like looked to go like turn away.
Yeah.
I love that though,
And they have a
considering the fact that they were
geyser.
like pretty bad on Surge,
Oh,
and now they're in like such a better spot.
Yeah, that really helps them like cover Surge because they lost a lot of time to get Surge
That was a great call.
because of how like late their rotates are. And now they have Surge.
You check out Commandment's loot. I want to see if he's still holding Grappler. He is.
Yeah, one grapple's good. It's 200 above. Oh, they're gonna be with so much congestion on this side because of their late rotate. But wow, only 60 above, 40 above. Wow. Oh, Avery finds one extra grapple, by the way.
Oh, that was so smart. Check the grapple spawn there.
Yeah, that was smart. I like not tarping in zone weak. That's smart. Doing the TS stair shot when he's getting sprayed. You hold a stair, not a wall.
Yeah, if you're ever getting sprayed, you just want to make space. You don't want to just confine yourself to like a box. Because then if another team starts spraying from another angle, it's just fully just go next. Like, it's over.
Yeah, and imagine if they don't do that storm play, by the way. Imagine how below they would be. Like, look,
They're
they're
already
below right
below.
now. After doing that play, after taking that fight for Surge. That's how much they had to recover. And now heals are very concerning.
They just got a lot of tags on Acorn Energy. I believe he's got 100.
Commandment to so go Surge.
They don't have any whites though, which is a little rough.
Yeah, maybe we could buy. Oh, okay, we're lurking. Oh, wow.
There's fruit boxes in here as well. Oh, and we just get splashes.
And a couple bigs out of it, I think. Can we buy? No, we're not gonna check bending. Invested a good amount of grapple shots. Commandment still has not bad mats. Avery, on the other hand, his mats are not that good.
They made this game something though out of literally nothing.
Yep. It's hard to recover after a reboot. Boxless kid. That was fighting, I'm pretty sure.
I love the like idea of lurking back down because they know they're not gonna get like a refresh from top.
Yeah, that's smart. Commandment does a good job at getting them in while they're getting pressured because he's the one with the mats.
Great fourth.
Yeah.
Such a good fucking fourth.
Really good fourth. They don't need to rush this at all. Yeah, they just take their time and tarp it in a bit. Whoa, never mind. They just grapple. They used the grapple shot to get in, and now they're looking back to hold kids. $160 above surge. Just gonna 4x and wait for the half and half. He tried to grapple the loot, use the shot. Alright, now they're getting surge, and 7 kids will need to die. Oh yeah, they get this half and half. I want to see what they do. Curious why they're trying to go late. Maybe get a kill on Acorn and Edgy. Is that their plan? Oh, that tree is really good for using it to grapple, but they get shot out because Sented's sitting in the bush.
Commandment doesn't have a grappler. Good commandments.
Oh, he used all of his shots. Okay, so that makes sense.
Could rotate, using expanding side to just have space.
Yeah, they have 200 mats each.
If you're ever coming into like half zone and you're coming in late, just try and play for like expanding side. You're always gonna have space.
Yeah. Alright, they're definitely gonna just do a little run to the right if I had to guess. We're box fighting Sentinel and Cold. Oh, we're pre-editing them?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it does work. Good refresh.
Huge refresh.
Yep, 3-1-1. Got some heals out of it.
Now we know this is Sentence Tarp, so we can just keep just like following it.
Yeah, but Commandment gets beamed. Avery cuts back middle. Oh, drops him the grapple. Because that's the only chance that Commandment has in living. I'm not going to lie.
Dropping the grappler to the low HP player is such an insane sign of confidence in how good Commandment is.
Yeah. That's the only chance that he lives, though.
I think that's just. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger sign that someone has more faith in their duo than Avery being 200 HP and dropping his duo a fucking grappler. Like, that's insane. Like, think about that.
Yeah. So here, bro, you're 1 HP, take the grapple. Alright, Commandment barely got in. They're split because of, like, how caught up they are in backside. They just didn't have a way out after doing that pre-edit play to get to front. They were just stuck in old builds and never got front, and that's why they're so shambles and getting grief. Oh! Okay, we don't... Okay, we get 300 wood out of that. And now they managed to get front, which is really good. We got low ground as well. It's also really good. Just gonna be hard to continue to hold low ground with like no mats. And then they're probably gonna get caught backside. Or just fought in the front by a team that's stacked. Alright, we get a kill there. That's great. He only had Siphon, I'm guessing? Yeah. Pulls up elevation, but I think are they already in? I guess they want. They are.
They don't want to gamble zone. They don't want gamble zone.
Yeah, they don't want to gamble zone. And then there's
they were not in, by the way.
Oh, they were not. And there was a team holding them, and then they're both dead the storm here. Yeah, they're both dead the storm.
That was rough. They couldn't elevate earlier, but that's still a really good job of making something out of nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
That game should have been over on first zone.
Yeah. Okay, so no one's getting griefed off spawn now. And they get a south pole.
Same strat.
Yeah. Get the timings down with golden AV, and we're gonna tag them up. Also hiding behind the rocks so that they don't have an idea that we're gonna go tag them. And they're not doing it every game. They're only doing it with zones that are like good for doing this play. Oh, really good flank by Avery. Avery was not ready for it. Got a really good beam out of it.
That was a great pinch.
Yeah. And now, I guess Avery's gonna... Yeah, and Golden are gonna go hit their rifts.
They're not. They don't want to hit the rifts because they'll die out the air.
Yeah, but Avery takes a really bad beam, and he has no white, so... Commandment has to grapple over and chug him to save his life. All right.
Definitely would have been a lot better if Avery didn't get beamed, but we will recover.
Yep. Avery hits the barrels for whites, gets a med kit out of his chest, fortunately, and it pulls all the way down the greasy. We got surge out of it, but we need to find whites in covert before we leave. I feel like him getting fried kind of delayed their rotate.
Definitely a bit. So
Like
they'll be fine. They still have Scare Van. They're gonna wrap down for tree anyways, and they're just gonna play off dead side.
yeah, we're gonna get surge on this team. They're just gonna follow this team all the way. Now the team starts slowing down and stopping, so they decide to not follow them anymore. But we're still gonna bully them for surge, and they're gonna kind of do the same.
This has been a great surge plan so far.
Yeah. He tried using a shot mid-game, but... Oh yeah. This is the game where Cease is right above Nut and Chucky when I said he took their surge spot.
It's gonna be rough for them.
Yep. There's two duos looking at them, so they're gonna have to burn a lot of mats.
Like I went a bit forward before he like actually healed.
Mm-hmm.
Like our favorite player right now with these mid game tarps.
I mean, he has to burn his mats since they're so late.
100%. At least we found like a decent brick refarm.
Yep. And now it pulls past Greasy. I'm gonna 4x from here. He's making sure the bush is clear because there's a duo in that bush, and then he's gonna make sure that Cease's duo goes, and then they can have a free rotate. But they have to wait until that team goes. And as soon as that team starts going in, they're gonna start going in. Yep. And we're recovering pretty well for a late rotate.
His third zone rotate wasn't too late.
Yeah. Alright, we're barely above us. Surge. This fourth is not that bad, but... And then Surge is about a... Wait. Oh yeah, Surge went away, but it'll be back shortly.
Just like child care payments.
Bro, you would know about that. Since you had
Real.
10 kids.
8. Two of them weren't mine.
Alright, well, I like the grapple right there. The grapple puts them in front of Nosh and Jack. I think he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna hold them for Surge. Only 25 above. 6 kids need to die. We're gonna box fight Nosh and Jack. Oh, so Nosh and Jack just put themselves in a very bad spot, in my opinion, because now they're sandwiched in between two teams that need Surge, so they're gonna be getting griefed. And Avery has really good ammo here. Yeah, Nosh is getting sprayed from the other side by Acorn. I feel like they should have stayed above Avery and Commandment. The fact that they went left put them in that sandwich and literally costed their game. But that's great for Avery and Commandment. They get a free refresh out of that. Not too many
grab a
mats.
refresh for one of them.
Yeah.
Great half zone. They can just easily just wrap. Ooh, going early. I was gonna say I feel like they can easily wrap towards like expanding side. They don't need to rush this rotate.
Yeah.
Oh, and they see loot in there to the left.
Oh yeah, they're just using the old builds from the duo that just died. Okay, yeah, they just wrap towards the expanding side. No rush. We'll 4x from here because now they're just gonna look back at the kids that have to rotate towards them.
Everybody's about to get killed. So might not want to do that.
It's actually really good. So since they're in early and kids have to wrap towards them, they have kill opportunity and they take advantage of that by holding the kids that have to rotate to them. And a refresh before half. It's just like really good. And look at their mats.
A lot better with what they were working with before when they were just burning all their mats to get in.
Mats are great, but mats are good because they forced refreshes. They
Yeah.
got an early on fourth zone, which allowed them to get a refresh on Jack and Nosh because they were able to put themselves in a better position while fighting.
Yeah.
They didn't win that fight because they were better fighters. They won that fight because they're in better position. Now we're going for height. Oh, shut up.
But yeah,
Great
you're
height
right.
take. Great height take.
So they both just grapple front, and then they realize that height is staggered. Do a little build up, do a few 90s, spray them. They don't have the mass to continue to fight them. Rhythm and 20 definitely don't, if I had to guess. So they willingly give it up, and now they have a free height. So it was just textbook.
Now we have 500 small ammo, so it's going to be really easy for us to just spam.
Yeah. Um, really good recognition that after getting that refresh right before moving, that Avery recognizes that, oh, we can go for height. Like,
I mean, they were very clearly on like a mission to go for height this tournament.
yeah.
They've clearly gone for height every single half. Like, they want height. They think they can win every game. That's their
Oh.
goal.
I think I remember watching this. Trashy and Rise go up, and I'm pretty sure they lose height. And then, I don't know. Let's just watch what happens.
It's kind of hard for us to watch what happens. Looks like they just crank from backside and just trying to do a flank.
Yeah. And now we're doing 90s because we still want it. Oh, and then Rise falls to his death.
Okay, we'd love to see that. Oh, 900 mats. We'd love to see that.
900 mats. So that's why he's going up.
Oh.
I'm just curious
Oh.
how. Does he get shot out doing a grapple or... I like what Rise is doing because he...
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you didn't watch that.
Oh.
We respect Rise around here. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, slippery feet, bro. It's not his fault, man.
Okay. So we are just... We don't want to win games and grands, guys.
Remember that like ice like ball cannon from like season like 7 that like
Yeah.
Clazo had? That's what they had on hype, bro. It wasn't his fault.
That's rough. Well,
It's
now I can
chilly to see.
understand why it's a third and not a win because they just lost so many mats building up with Rise and Trashy for a bit. The mats are not that good. All they need is like a grapple refresh or a kill. There's a dead
Aw.
body.
How did Ikrid's body just get flung?
Oh, mushroom, if I had to guess. Right?
Great insight. Great map knowledge. That's why we come to Davey VODs.
Sure. Alright, so we are very low on mats, so we desperately need a kill. I feel like Avery could have maybe gotten a body with his Medmist earlier, but I don't know.
I feel like he would have got like grappled it.
Yeah. Okay, so we kill Marrow. Booga does a good little flank. And I'm pretty sure we're in a solo game pretty soon.
Yeah, Booga wins this game. I remember it was 4 solos.
Yeah. I remember Commandment going crazy, though. Alright, he gets front. Even though it's a solo. Still getting his win condition. It's literally a solo cash cup now. Everyone's solo. Now we have no mats. So now we're just going to play for kills. He's top 3. Unfortunate, Cold was ready and he was not, and he gets third. Really good game. Very impressive refreshes, very impressive height take, and very impressive fall damage.
For real.
DT Rise. Alright, it pulls Coney center. They don't do the strat with Golden and AV. Oh my.
I mean, they can't do the strat. Like, AV and Golden will know. Like, you can't do that strat
Can't
like
do
every
it
single
all
game.
the time, yeah. But this is good though. Farming this reality team.
This is a good hard edge to play just because they can kind of zone out the area in front of them and make it so there aren't teams in front of them holding them next zone.
Yeah. I wonder, yeah, they're gonna have to wrap towards the bridge, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. But the bridge rotate won't be too rough.
Yeah. Alright. Really split right now, trying to look for any surge we can get, but Commandment's not going to find anything here. We're still sitting in Storm, by the way. TS?
I mean, I guess they like voted a team or like there's gonna be a team coming late. Like, can you open the map? Like, is there anyone?
No.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely voted, and there was like a team that like day one like was like super delayed. You know?
Yeah. You can tell there's definitely a reason why he's doing that. He was expecting a team to be rotating there, and there just wasn't, unfortunately. Oh! TS, imagine if they would have went up to the bridge. That would have sucked. It's actually good.
Yeah.
Gonna use some grapple shots, get there quicker. And they're gonna do this little rotate through tilted on the edge of it. And this is their best game in that tourney, I'm pretty sure. 8-kill win. 100 above surge. They're gonna be patient, sit on edge, and just hold these teams behind them.
Yep.
Sphinx and kicks, I'm pretty sure they're getting hit by surge, so they're just gonna stay in front of them, hold them. Oh, Sphinx is gonna fight Nosh and Jack for surge. They're just gonna clean this up. Free kill.
They're really just not afraid to make these plays when they need to, which I love.
Yeah, they're not afraid. I like the aggression. Actually, playing the Storm is really good. They're just playing the lobby so they don't get fried from the other side. If they're gonna like get surge out of this fight, then this is a good way to do it. Interesting armored wall. Oh, okay, that Acorn Edgy was throwing them. Alright, so we can't rotate until Acorn Edgy go. Yep, they see that they go, so they're gonna have to go last minute. Try to use some grapple shots, and then they get shot out. Get surge on them. Following Acorn Edgy, crack him. So while he's healing, we can rotate, and we're in.
Great rotate. That was fantastic.
Yeah, really good. Just good awareness on why can't we go in now, because the team is holding us in the mountain, and then going when they go. Scouting before the rotate. Acorn Edgy are currently getting hit by surge, and that is the only team that can hold them. So once they go down, free rotate for them. And they can maybe get the refresh out of it, maybe a kill out of it as well.
Oh, I hate to be a spoiler, but I can tell by the timeline they do get a kill.
Yeah. Free grapple in, no one's looking. The Bush kid didn't even shoot them out. Now we're holding Acorn, he's solo, and he was getting hit by surge. We don't kill him though, but we probably grapple his loot. Okay. I think we do grapple some metal out of that, I think I saw. Max, half and half rotate. So many trees they can use for the grapple. Just gonna wait for a good time when no one's looking at them. Everyone's focused on their own rotate. Scary, we almost get boxed. Probably just gonna elevate above him. Yup, and now this kid's elevating above Avery and Commandment because they're not the last team rotating in, but that's fine, they don't care. And look at these mats going into endgame. Come on, bro. Doesn't get better than that.
Well, actually, it does. If they have 1,500 each, that would be better.
Alright, bro.
I'm just giving some insight.
Kids are fighting above us, all the late rotators.
Like, every single half of the zone, they're just getting, like, a free refresh, because, like, the first team in.
Yeah. And all the other teams that are coming in late are just fighting. Alright, I'll 4x until first moving starts. Watch Avery. Scouting is grapple rotate before even doing it. Let's see if he decides to grapple. I think he can grapple. I don't think there's a height that's going to shoot him out. Waiting for these kids to drop.
I believe that was height, by the way.
Yeah, that was the team above
At least height on their side.
Okay, Commandment does get shot out by the opposite height, which is unfortunate. A lot of times the first grapple guy, nothing happens to him, but that gives time for teams to look at the second guy, so he's going to mem mist and then try to grapple to his teammate.
Maybe he's just playing solos at this point, if we're being real.
Yeah. I mean, he has to play his life because he's backside and Avery's front. He does a good job getting to him though. They torched a lot of mats, but it's fine. Maybe they could
They're
have
in it early. Taking time to
tarped.
refresh.
Maybe they could have tarped then grapple. Maybe.
Yeah,
But it's kind
they
of unlucky
should've.
that only Commandment got shut out. Alright, we have 200 wood, 200 mats each. We know we need a refresh. We go for a pre-edit play on this kid. Zone pulls
Predates on
back.
moving are so good.
Yep. Commandment gets pumped, tack sprinting. Avery's gonna get to him. I love armored walling the back, knowing that there's a kid that's shooting us in the back. Commandment heals up. Now we're gonna play left side, I'm sure. It pulls back, so we're using old builds.
And keen because Avery still has a healthy med mist.
Yeah. We're not gonna force front with no builds, so that's good. Drop a kid down. Gonna try to play the body. He tried to armor, but he was phasing it. Only siphon mats out of that. Ooh.
Commandment does a great job though of leading, like even though he doesn't have much mats.
Yep. They find a good spot on low ground.
They win this game? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's just because they stick on each other very well, even when they're shambles. And there's just so many solos in this game that they were able to come out with the win. Even playing with no mats, they're doing so well by just ratting old builds, staying together. They're not getting split. They're sticking to a side very well. No mats, just running around, bro. And they win this game. They find old builds to work with, look back. Kill paper. Commandments 1. Good armored wall. Did you see that? He didn't even greed for the loot with no mats.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Any other
was
person would
great
have just
patience.
ran back and tried to get the mats and die going for it. Good kill on Dukes. He's unaware. Just playing their side well. Such good patience from them. Look, he's not even going to go fight that. He's going to focus getting ahead first and better positioning. On low ground, there's kids fighting, and he's just not even going to go for it because he has really good discipline. And we saw
Now
how
they can
good...
cut them. And now we also know there's a bunch of loot back here at some
Yeah.
point if we can just get towards it.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for, too. Good awareness on that. Yeah, we find the loot that we didn't greed for earlier. Positioning over the kills. He's not looking for anything. He's just staying front, making sure they have win condition developed. And they are just on each other. Front. Not going to look for anything as a solo. Commandment is standing there with his pump out. Right next to Avery. Avery's telling him where to look. They're in sync.
Can I go for that with his med mist? He doesn't. Oh, he does. Oh, high flank?
Oh.
Oh.
And that's the win. So Avery goes up, kills a kid on height, then KM dies a storm, and then Commandment would probably just kill a kid on low. Avery wanted to go for the mats, realized he had a free flank. Takes a good peek on this guy on low. And Avery kills the kid on height. And that's GG's. They played that so well for having nothing.
Yeah, that was a great game. And the gritty. You'd love to see that.
See what zone they get. They get the same exact zone. Or did I already watch this game? I did not watch this game. Okay, good. We're going to do the same thing,
Crazy duty.
but since Nut and Chucky aren't there, they're just going to go grief the kids that got caught out in the water. I think Chubbs and Jackson played for that medal in the water and just got caught out there, and now they're like forced to burn all their mats. Yeah, we're gonna drop a keg and just trade with them. Avery's doing great job at Surge. I'm just hearing dings.
That's something you never hear.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, man. Only spit facts.
Avy and Golden are gonna cut them off, so they're forced to stay here. Which is unfortunate, but let's see where the next zone pulls. Alright, that is rough.
Can I just get a quick check on who is the top left and who is that team at BLM split right now? I'm just curious.
I got Rhythm over here, Bank Teller over there.
Bank!
I don't know what
Bank
Bank's
Blades
doing.
Collider! Hello?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he landed a different spot. I don't know.
think maybe he had to reboot. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. So now AV is going, so we're going to follow his rotate. We're going to clear the bushes. Get some tags on Collider. Might see some patters. Yep, we're getting some tags on the kids at Collider. It's a little grief fest over there. We're rotating very late, TS.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
But we're getting a lot of surge at Collider. Now we're using some grapple shots. Now we're forced to burn a lot of mass. So much surge at Collider. It is grief fest over there. Just using some refarm at the beach, but we're going to be forced to use a lot of mats because we're getting held because we're late, but they have good refarm. Don't they get guaranteed armored walls every game because of the drops?
Yeah, they get 4. They get
That
4.
is like a game changer.
It's the most broken part of South Covert. As someone who lands North Covert and fights South most of the time, be able to kill them and get South Covert's vault is so valuable.
Yeah.
Having 4 armoreds every single game guaranteed is incredible.
This was really good, by the way. This was like the 5-second rule. He's gonna go before 5 seconds before the zone starts closing, and just look at the mini map right now. Like, look how many teams he just got in front of him, just because he did that.
That's really good.
Just because he did that little rule, and now he's gonna use some. They use some grapple shots too to get in front of teams. And now we're not gonna get in deeper. We're gonna sit on edge and we're gonna hold all of them for surge, and we're gonna get a kill out of it, as you can see. Oh, unfortunate. Tabnade has a car in his box. He's just going to blow up. We get that refresh as well. And it pulls up to Bugle. Already scouting the rotates. Notices that no one can hold them to the left. And probably noticed that Fash and Pamstu already rotated. Now we get in for free. Literally a perfect time to rotate because no one can hold them. They recognize that. They get in instantly. And before Fash and Pamstu can get set up to hold them, they're already in. So it doesn't get better than that at all. And they use their grapple shots very well mid-game for rotates. Now they're going to look back, hold the kids that are coming in late for surge. Also, not being afraid of box fight kids too while coming in. It's really good. Alright, they get a max half and half rotate. Avery's going to scout. Pretty sure he's going to go last minute. Because if he were to go early... Oh, no. He's going to... Oh, okay. So he watches Teo and Pump drop down from height in front of them. So now no one can hold them. So now they just grapple in for free.
I do believe this is the game Chimp gets fried on height that we watched before.
Oh, yeah.
Good rotate. Now we're early, so it's a lot easier for us to get surge.
Yep. Now we get in. We were getting sprayed down, but we armored walled to make sure we don't get chopped. Pulls max. Mats are not that good because they only got 1 kill as a refresh, and remember they had to burn so much because of their late rotates. But it seemed like they were fine with going late. Like, it was intentional for them. Somewhat. Alright. We're going through old builds. Use some grapple shots to get ahead first moving. Commandment has 2 builds and he is really weak. And it's hard to tell what's going on because of the new POI, but
We're just playing low ground, just trying to find any refresh we can. It's just a really rough zone for them.
and they're
They just
200
kept going
below.
late. Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
They just kept going late and they just got punished for it.
Yeah, and now they're gonna get tagged second moving. They needed to do more first moving for Surge, but yeah, Commandment's gonna go down. But they had to catch up and get front. Now Avery's gonna go down here as well. Yeah, still not a bad game. Well, actually, it's 17th, so it's like an average game. It's just the late rotates just like caught up to them.
It's
And
not
only-
a good game, but Booga and Miro had a very bad game that game, so it helped them catch up.
Oh, okay, okay. Probably should have done more for more aggression first moving to catch up after like a rough late rotates earlier on to burn so many mats and only 1 kill for a refresh. Probably needed to like be so much more aggressive first moving because they needed so much more surge. Because if they get that good refresh to get them surge and mats, I promise you they do better than 17th that game.
Yep.
And this is the Commandment solo clutch. One of the best solo clutches in FNCS history. Really good timings right there to tag Yamzo and Jamper while they're hitting the pad. And look what they're doing this game for Surge. Gonna try to lurk on Nut and Chucky.
Now none Chucky are split, so this is like a lot of potential here. Ooh, Spider-Man on him.
Yeah, we're trying to ISO Chucky. We're still gonna get tags out of it. A lot of tags out of it.
Oh!
We are winning bloom fights. Look how much damage Avery took as well. Wow. Avery has been doing so good with Surge this game.
In terms of how much better his Surge game is, day 2 compared to day 1, it's like not even close.
Oh my
Holy.
god.
Avery got on the sauce for day 2.
I know.
God damn.
Stop taking so much damage.
Like, day 1, Avery was struggling. Day 2, Avery's a fucking demon.
Yeah. He got so much surge on Jamper Yamzo, Nut, and Chucky. And then he just, like, he wins most of his bloom fights that we've seen this day. And we're shooting patterns out of the air as well, so Avery got so much surge out of that. Now we're going to do a little storm looting. Little jumping on some mushrooms for heals. Now they're going to focus their rotated pulls all the way to Sanctuary. Really good recognition on the mushroom spawns and the whites, and the campfires, and etc. Bro, Avery is beaming kids. Wow. He's a monster this game with Surge. Gonna make sure no one's up there to hold them, by the way. Now we get a little free rotate. Look at that. 500 above, bro.
Think about how confident he is right now. He's playing the bet. Like, this is the best game we've seen out of Avery. He's like, I'm fucking doing this. I'm him. You know, like, he's so confident right now. And he's
Yeah.
about to die in, like, 3 minutes. What's Commandments on that?
Oh, a lot of open space. Probably.
But notice how they're a lot more scared of zone this game because they don't have whites.
Yeah, they don't.
Usually they have about 6 chugs on Commandment, so they're not that scared on these zones of being forced to go in quickly. This
Yeah.
game, they are. They have to go in quickly.
Yeah, without those whites, they don't have flexibility, so they're rushed to get in. I'm pretty sure they just used up all their whites earlier, so now they can't do it. They're doing great with Surge, it's just they lost so many heals now. And Avery's going to be stuck at 40 white. I'm going to 4x from here. They're going to have no choice but to go in late here as well. All these teams holding them in front of them. It's going to be rough.
What is happening right now with this camera angle?
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're
we're
good.
waiting for. Wait, we're waiting for Deroller and Knifer to go. We're jumping on Deroller, killing him. What's our thoughts on that play?
They want to get the refresh quick and then grapple, which I kind of fuck with.
I kind of like it because it catches a team under you off guard, but since you're above them, you have that control. Like,
It's definitely risky, but I fuck with it. Sometimes you just got a full send with my boys Nelk. Okay, we just
oh,
found a random mythic chest.
what the Booga RNG? They're getting griefed by the solo now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, I actually really like that play. They have that leverage on that team because they're above them.
It's a big dick play, and if they cover their tops, they can always grapple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Avery got stuck in a tree, bro. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Imagine he doesn't win grands because of a tree. Like, that is sad. Now, this is the craziest clutch ever, bro. He tries rezzing.
When they win access, because he 1v2s them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. They don't have whites, so... Okay, they do. He was getting med missed. Then he dies. Don't know what was going on there.
Oh, and he dies.
Using the whites, picking up the shield. Full tarping in zone and metal, because we have to. And max healing.
Not even cap mats.
Yeah,
I guess he used like a lot of
all the
metal, but it wasn't
metal.
even cap brick.
Yeah. Finds a med kit in here. It's really good. Scouting before just grappling out in the open. Make sure it's free. And now he's in. And he's probably more stacked than a lot of these duos in the Slavi as far as mats. So clutching is extremely possible. I like how he's looking for a kill opportunity even though he's a solo. Really good surge still. You know, hey, you never know. I mean, they're well above, but he wants to make sure he's going to be well above for first moving.
Every kill counts here. Any kill could be the difference between thousands of dollars for him.
Yep. Like I said earlier, he's playing solos. Like, he's playing, like, as a duo. As a solo. I don't know how to make that sound better.
He's not playing differently just because he's a
Yeah,
solo.
yeah, there you go. Like, he's playing it, like, as a duo, as a solo. That's the best way I can explain it.
As a duo, as a solo.
Like, he's playing duos as a solo. Like, I don't know. Like, he's still getting a surge. He's still looking for refreshes. I like how he's elevated as a solo as well, not on low ground, because the duo spots him, they're just jumping in or pre-editing him. Since he's elevated, it's a lot better for him. Okay, we hear other people grappling. We're going to grapple after them. 2 shots, front side zone. Not going to drop ulti low. That's probably not smart to do as a solo. And stagger.
Wood.
Yep, and then we're going to grapple again.
You
Really
might
good.
still need 20 more points to win.
Yep. Really good grapple shots. Only used 2 again. He was conserving them well, but now he's out. Refarming the tree and then looking back for kills. And now he has no grapple, so he's going to attack sprint, gets fried from height a bit. Notice how he doesn't stop to heal. Because he's backside, and if he heals up backside, he's just going to die later on by getting held by frontside or jumped in from the back. So he's going to still prioritize getting, like, frontside zone, and now he's going to heal. That is such good, like, patience, discipline, like, understanding of the game.
Left.
Yeah. Such a good understanding of the game, bro. Any other person would have stopped to heal right there, including myself, but since he
I
knows...
guess the biggest mistake people make is that they're, like, way too jumpy to pop minis and bigs when they just should not.
Yeah, and even though he has no mats and no whites, does a great job, like, clutching up, going in the storm, hits him, like, a headshot on clicks, kills him, doesn't instantly go for the mats, kills Muzz, Now he's gonna try and get some of Clix's mats. Not
Gets a
gonna
grappler.
not gonna greed for Muzz's mats. Like, it's just beautiful, bro. Armored wall early on before he gets all of his mats drained by height. Gonna try and use a grapple shot underneath height so he doesn't get shot out. Kills Tabney barely, and he's dead. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, bro.
Yeah, that was perfect.
He's actually one of the best players, and then that's how they win grand finals. GG's.